How does the debt ceiling deal impact mortgage rates? Well, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. There's some good and some bad. Let's dive into it. At face value, the government was able to increase their debt ceiling, meaning they could take on more debt to pay their own government bills. One way that they can take on more debt is by issuing treasury bills. That is a way that they could pretty much sell their debt to investors, and then the government gives investors interest for buying the government's debt. But this means the government now has more money to then spend, and more money means more buying power, and more government buying power is inflation. So that's the downside. However, I think there's more good than bad with the debt ceiling being increased, and here's why. Before the debt ceiling was increased, it was, and sure, every single time the debt ceiling eventually gets increased, but you just never know. So up until it was official, well, it was kind of risky for investors, and investors buying treasury bills, which are a type of bonds, are doing that for a safe investment. So these aren't people trying to buy cryptocurrency where it's very volatile. They want to buy a very safe rate of return with treasury bills. So when there's a little uncertainty on, is the government going to be able to increase their debt ceiling to keep paying their bills, it kind of makes that a risky investment. So many treasury bills or bond buyers were kind of a little hesitant. That wasn't a super desirable investment. Now it's been increased, the government has more of a relaxed room to pay the interest back on their debt. So now you should start seeing more people buying treasury bills again that are into that type of thing, more investors buying bonds again. So that makes bonds stronger overall. And I think that'll outweigh, because when bonds are stronger, it means good things for mortgage rates. So I think there's more good, and that will outweigh the somewhat inflationary aspect of this. So I think this is a decent thing for mortgage rates that we should start seeing. And even right after it was passed, I mean, rates got better yesterday on Thursday, but bigger things ahead. It's all about the upcoming inflation report in 2 weeks. That will be the real big market mover, just like it has been every single month. So this is a pretty big deal. I know there's a lot of headlines, wanted to explain it, but look forward to the next inflation report.